I would add one more suggestion. Be quiet. Ironic, isn't it? But if you want to be a more commanding presenter, stop talking. Why? Because a pause is a gift to you and to your audience. Most of us know that pausing is key to building suspense, telling a joke successfully, and conveying confidence. Here are 5 more reasons why you should pause more in your next presentation. Franklin D. Roosevelt's advice on the topic of public speaking gets it right. Be sincere, be brief, be seated. Or shall I say, I think he gets it 75% right. I would add one more suggestion. Be quiet. Ironic, isn't it? But if you want to be a more commanding presenter, stop talking. Why? Because a pause is a gift to you and to your audience. Most of us know that pausing is key to building suspense, telling a joke successfully, and conveying confidence. Here are 5 more reasons why you should pause more in your next presentation. 1. To breathe. If you're like many presenters, you get nervous, especially at the beginning of your talk. You might find yourself speaking faster and faster out of stress and forgetting to breathe. If this sounds like you, plan to memorize your introduction, deliver it, and then take a pause to breathe before you go into your agenda of what you're going to cover. 2. To reduce filler words. Filler words are a replacement for pauses, a replacement that undermines your professionalism. Replace these words like like, you know, with silence, and you'll immediately sound more confident. 3. To make a transition. You don't want your presentation to feel like one long run-on sentence. Use a pause to signal to the audience that you've concluded one part and that you're moving on to the next part. This can be for a content transition from point A to point B, a structural transition from the introduction to the agenda, or a tone transition from the bad news to the good news. 4. To give the audience time to process. According to researchers at the University of Minnesota, many of us listen to the content while simultaneously evaluating the content and looking for confirmation that the content proves us right. Both of those get in the way of your audience comprehending the content. Pause so that your listeners can think about what you're saying. 5. To check for confusion. Say, let me pause for a moment here and see what questions you have before I move on. And then be silent. Maybe even for longer than feels comfortable for you or your audience. But if you don't give them the opportunity to ask, they may be confused or concerned throughout the entire presentation and never say anything about it. Pausing can be a powerful tool to take your presentations from good to great. In the words of Mark Twain, the right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause.